What it do, folks? I hope you're treating yourselves well, and of course others. My name is Claire. This is a channel where we like to do tarot readings, and today I thought this could be helpful if we did advice on your current situation. So with that, pile one, your card and advice on your current situation. The Ten of Pentacles. Starting off strong. Let's see what's up with you guys. The Ace of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Okay. Coming at me fast right now. Okay. King of Cups is the first really strong person that showed up. I think there's a sense of you having to find normalcy in what would be fighting. The Five of Wands is kind of advocating that you stand your ground in a way that is not petty. I don't think you should lash out on anyone that is potentially testing you, but I think that there's a heavy need to rebuke anyone that is just kind of hanging on your back. Someone that could potentially being tried to stifle your progress or just hold you back in some way, form, or fashion. There is a need for you to kind of push back a little bit against them. The Ace of Wands, I think that this is making you more attractive in your eyes and others. It's almost like there's a connection with you fighting and also people fighting for you. Maybe you've had issues with people choosing you, whether that be in job opportunities, you kind of feeling left out in social situations, or even love. We'll get to the bottom of it, because the King of Cups kind of does signify heavy emotions. I think that you've been looked over for so long that you're kind of like, where's the success? For a period of time, you could have been kind of dragging. I see this image of like someone dragging their knuckles on the ground and just being like wallowing in self-pity about how nothing is easy. And with that, I want to dignify that your life has had these issues. It's almost like from here on out, it's going to be way more better. Like I said, more better. I want to say sanctified. It's almost like your life's purpose is getting ramped up in a way that all the things that have the Six of Wands, it makes me think that the people that have seen your downfalls for so long, maybe you've kind of been in the shadows, but at the same time, people can observe judgment. All of us are kind of going through judgment. It's not saying that you're a bad person, but maybe you're kind of like, what did I do to deserve all this? Like, what am I going through all this for? And truly, it's something with your lineage of being able to understand others and you being here almost in spite of that. Like, you've been put around people with so many deficits that you've had no choice but to learn how to deal with difficult people, or how to shine in situations on your own, and or just like how to shine in situations that are very difficult. You could have a numb kind of feeling going on right now, which is not very satisfying to you. I know it's not. The Six of Pentacles, this longing for a give and take. I think that you really are wanting someone to come in and just like finally give you a give and take. Like, even if it has to be, I think you ultimately want to find like a partner in love, and or there's a partnership role in your life. You always really enjoy having someone else to kind of bounce off of, whether that be like kind of like a duo somehow in your life, work-wise. Maybe you have a partner in some way, form, and fashion that's just like high value in your life. And partnership is very important to you, but fleeting. It's almost like you've had a lot more disappointment than sturdiness. It's all been so fleeting, and it's just the Eight of Swords, but in reverse. So soon, I think that you've had this inkling, like it's all going to come together. It's all going to come into fruition. So your advice right now would just be to hold your ground, stand your ground. Eight of Swords in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. There's a need to not overextend yourself either. I think life might be kind of providing you ways of ducking out of situations that maybe you thought you wanted or you ultimately were kind of desiring. This is a breaking down process, and the more that you hold on to certain things, the more frustrated you're going to be. So it's a matter of, if you can just... Ace of Swords. I almost want to say like it's a timing issue, which is never what people want to hear. The Ace of Swords, the Sun. To clarify, the Eight of Swords in reverse and the King of Pentacles upright. You're gonna have a come up in front of a lot of people. A lot of people that understand different aspects of tragedy with you. I think that there's a lot of people that you can look back on and just be like, wow, we saw some stuff together. But I think, I don't say that meaning that you have any sort of like bond or ties with them any longer. I think there's just a matter of a lot of eyes are on you, and soon, if you can just hold your ground, if you can find that happy balance, just that succulent, beautiful line between standing your ground, not taking people trampling on you. There's a sense of like people are poking and prodding and testing you in certain ways. And if you can find that happy medium between not letting it get into your psyche, but standing on high alert against it. Because the Ace of Swords makes me think of like, you're ready for battle. You are primed for battle. And with that comes a lot of trials. It comes chaos before the peace. Like there's no way you can have something worthy if you aren't willing to and or worthy of it. You have to fight. And this is a matter of not fighting with emotion. I think a lot of the beautiful aspect about you is that you are very highly intuitive emotionally with people. You can tap into people's emotions, and I think in the future, if you were to have all this power, it's a matter of you don't want to ever have this power and manipulate people with it. So you need to go through these trials, and you need to see these downsides in order for your subconscious to not explode. Like, it's almost like you don't want to become too powerful. You need to see the perspective of a lot of things. The sun is what I'm saying. You're the sun, and it's very powerful. It's very there all the time. And I think that, you know how people can find power and become evil? I'm not saying you have that, but it's a matter of like, it's a very fine line there, you know? You're about to have everything that you wanted, and people are gonna see that too. And I think that you need to remain a decent person through that. I think that you need to keep your cool. And there's this quote, it's like, no one who was a hero has ever said, I told you so, or whatnot. It's just a matter of you want to not be smug when you finally get it all. You just want to have that fine line between knowing your worth, being present for yourself, and the gift of being able to be there for others naturally comes with that, because you're not like up your own ass kind of thing. Like you're good for yourself. So just keep your cool. There's a fine line between fighting for yourself and being conniving towards people that are obviously trying to like test you, and you know, it's not so great. But with that, you gotta know I love you. Pile 2, hello. I'm thrilled that you have joined us. This is advice on your current situation. Let's get into it. The Ace of Wands. Creativity. Ace of Wands makes me think that you've kind of been smacked with motivation lately full moon was last night. There could have been, you need to get a bunch of errands done, and if that's the case, I would do them sooner than later. I think that you might be a little busy. The King of Wands, the Four of Cups. There's a need for you to let go of a person. Okay, so you're dealing with a person who is confusing you. The King of Wands. And even with that, I think there's aspects of this person that are gratifying to you, complimentary even, things that you see, that you enjoy. The world is about to slowly either test you by showing you something about this person and seeing if you make the right move, and or it's just gonna flat out, with the Four of Cups, it's just a sign that, like, sorry, I don't know if I said the Four of Cups, but yes, the Four of Cups lets me know that you don't want to let go of this person. Sorry, the ambulance. I don't think that you want to let go of this person. I think that you're wondering if you should, because there are signs. The Five of Cups. The world will wean this person out of your life very naturally. It's a matter of dealing with this person and not getting tripped up on how they are relative to your past. The Temperance lets me know there are things about this person that are reminding you of other people, whether it be decent or not. You're kind of like, what is this person doing in my life? And there's obviously a purpose for it. That's why you're battling if you should let go of them. The Two of Wands, but it was in reverse. This is a decision that you won't have to make. This person will reveal themselves in time. They are not worthy of getting frustrated. I'm hearing like they are connected to you in some way, form, or fashion. There's something to do with your future for sure. The Justice in reverse. Almost maybe this person has provided you with something. They have made you maybe forget about other people or something. There's just some, it's weird. It's almost like you're getting this person into your life to be for a period of time, but it almost fits so perfectly that you're getting tripped up on wondering if you should keep this person around. Like, is this something that I need to invest in heavily? I think that you're getting really tripped up on that with the Justice and the Emperor. Yeah, you're a person that's like, I'm gonna go through these things, and like the things that you do, you have purpose. You're going towards the future with almost every action that you make. It's not that you're like super serious, but it's just a matter, like this is a person that you're spending your time with. Like, you don't want to waste your time, but life will take care of this person for you. I don't think that you're being betrayed in any way. This person's definitely not leveling up. The Seven of Cups, yeah, it's not that serious. It's a matter of you get what you can out of the situation by being the best you. It's almost like a mirror. If you want something radiant and playful out of this situation, then that's what you're going to have to give to it. The expectations are only a matter of, like, the expectations that you're going to have for this situation are going to be in the matter of how you treat it. Like, this person should treat you well if you treat them well. It doesn't have to get very deep and passionate. Maybe it is, like, in certain ways of your life. Maybe this person does kind of tug on certain, like, heartstrings or chords of your life. There's aspects of it that are just, like, really perfect, and they do fit in really, really well to your life. But the Two of Swords, it's not your decision to make about this, though. I think that this person has come into your life in a soul form, like bond, soulmate, soul connection. There's something that was purposeful here, and your control over it is very nil. You have very little to do with the result of the situation when it comes to the grand scheme. If you want it to be nice and pleasant and enjoyable in this point in time, then feed that into it, and you will hopefully get that in return from this person. I don't think that you'll get a lot of satisfaction. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it's like back to what we were thinking at the beginning. Like, this person is almost unsatisfying with the way that they treat you because they are so strongly their own person, or something about them is so standoffish. It's unnerving a little bit. But the thing about this situation is it's very temperamental in a sense of you. Like, it's gonna annoy you really strongly if you expect a lot out of the situation, more so than what you know what you should expect out of this situation. It's almost seeming like this person is making it obvious, or maybe you've had so many signs in the past that you're like, oh, okay, this is what it's like to recognize that sign and deal with it accordingly, sort of situation I'm seeing. I just don't think that this person is treating you bad to the point of like you feeling super upset or in danger or anything like that. It's just a matter of like they're frustrating. The lovers, like maybe they're not choosing you, or they're not taking you on dates or texting you all the time, or they're not very good at communication. It's just this person, and I've said this recently on my last reading, so this could have a lot to do with it. This person is for a time, and the more you build, it's like almost the more that you try to gain out of this situation is the more you're going to have to lose out of it as well. You're going to have to sever these ties eventually. The lovers, there's no decisions to be made. Like, this is just a good thing. It's just a good thing. It's a part of your life, maybe resulting, it's just a good thing. Like, this is just, it can be beneficial to you for right now. And as long as the Ace of Pentacles, the grand scheme of things, they're coming, it's happening. It's just a matter of the current situation. You have to maneuver. You have to take it easy. The Ace of Pentacles, I almost think that something tied to this person is going to bring retribution to you in some, I don't know. This person is important to your life. They're important. They're necessary. They are. Figuring out how to maneuver around them and to keep them in your life and you stay sane is very important. It is. I'm not sure. We'll take one more. Yeah, the Hanged Man. This is a period of time where you're supposed to be learning some stuff. The Hanged Man is a period of holding back and taking it all in, and so you can move forward accordingly. And I think that this person maybe is not supposed to be so strongly grasped in your life. They're just supposed to be helpful with lessons that you were supposed to strongly grasp to, that kind of thing. But enjoy this person. Enjoy who they are. Enjoy how they are. For I think that is the name of the game right now. And with that, you gotta know I love you. Pile 3, hello. Lovely of you to join us. This is advice on your current situation, and I hope it is very helpful. Your card was the ever so lovely, the Hierophant. You could have really prolific dreams or sense of getting clued in on things so that you can dodge bullets, I'm hearing. There's a matter of you're almost clued in psychically in certain ways, or you've kind of gotten downloads in ways of recently or in the recent past where you got out of situations or you saw things for what they were. Justice in reverse. I think people have been lashing out in ways the Four of Cups, yeah. You watch someone maybe choose someone else or lash out on you in the prospects of work or love, something that you wanted, someone wanted equally, and it almost felt as though that was a part of what you were doing, and then all of a sudden you get blindsided. A matter of Tower moments naturally happened to get someone out of your life, but you almost saw it coming. You didn't lash out. You didn't do anything out of character. You're learning. All of these are huge cards. You have the Hierophant, the Tower, Justice, the Hangman, and then one card is like not a major card. So this is someone got really threatened by the fact that you held your ground and stood for yourself. You chose to not give in to someone trying to play with you. You were taken for a fool almost. It doesn't have to be that, like, either out of confusion or something happened where someone was hurt and then they decided to make moves on their own, but almost in spite of you. And you're having to watch that unravel and or just kind of sense that happening. I don't think that you're watching it. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. There could be someone who chose between you and someone else, because both of these queens are upside down and they're two queens that came out together. I think that in this situation, you're not happy and neither is the person who was chosen above you. There is a serious conundrum in this because the actions were made out of haste and regression. It's almost like someone went back to someone or someone went back to something that was comfy. Everyone is very unsettled and it's unsavory. The people that have done wrong, the people that have done the most action, at least. I don't think that you are. I think that you're the Queen of Pentacles, honestly, and that you kind of decided to just like hunker down. Just mind your own. I think that you took the opportunity of this and instead of feeling the pain and you alchemized the situation and moved on. I don't think that it feels good. I don't think that anything about this is very satisfying, but you aren't having to deal with the brunt of the hurt. It's almost like life is on your side. You're being coddled by life because I think that you made the better decision. Because the Queen of Swords, she has like shackles on her wrist. Something about this other person who is tied to someone. There is a deficit here, like a emotional ineptness for sure, just by like looking at this. The butterflies are made of like cement. Everything in this situation is very gray, making it seem like everything that happened was like a process almost. It's almost like two people came together out of spite or desperation or something. There are shackles on the Queen of Wands wrists, which makes me think that she thought she was getting away with something, or there's a disconnect, like a cognitive disconnect between someone. People think that they're getting it over on you, and I think that you're not even paying attention. And that destroys the whole, like, what they're trying to do, the whole, what we call it? the Hermit. Okay, whatever. It just destroys their feelings is what I'm trying to say. The scenario is what I was really trying to think. There's no battle. There could have been a war here if you decided to lash out and indulge in what people were trying to do to you. And the fact that you decided to become a hermit instead made you look better, and I'm hearing sound better. There's a matter of like you almost absorbed all of the energy that this person was trying to negatively assign to you and took it into your arena, and you were like, okay, this is extra power. Like, you've motivated me to... My stomach just went off. I'm sorry if you heard that. I think that you're hungry. Like, you're almost like, I'm so unsatisfied in life right now that I've not been this hungry to do something. Maybe you were putting other things off. You were unmotivated for a period of time, sad, in a kind of like a state of... I'm hearing delusion, but it's almost like you were hiding yourself for such a period of time, thinking that maybe it would make things right or something. But now with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, these people don't know what to do with you. In the Eight of Wands, I think that you have lots of outlets. You're obviously someone who is like a very... You can amuse yourself. You've got things that you would enjoy doing at all times. So it's not a matter of you don't need people to satisfy that void. These people are going to come back into your life. The person who has betrayed you is going to come back into your life as soon as the moon, and as soon as the cycle is over. I think that this person is learning something very desperate. The devious nature that they had held in the past is decaying and absolutely destroying this person mentally as of right now. I just almost had like, they can't even think of things. Like they can't even think of new things. They're having a hard time even focusing on a singular aspect of their life, just because it all is like, it feels like a tornado. And that's provided by that. It's almost intention and action is seeping into their brain. So they need to find stillness. The moon, you remaining yourself, being calm, collected, beautiful, caring, is an example for such negative, nasty behavior. And this person is trying to bring you down because they thought that would work. And not a lot of times bringing people down it's a lot easier than, like, you know, helping them, assisting them up. But the Knight of Swords, this person's going to come in with communication. They might even come in really quickly with a happy squirrel. I think that this person, you motivate this person to come back to you in a way that is respectful. So if you don't want, it's like almost if you don't want this person, you will be able to move forward without there being a plight or negative. I think that you do want this person. I'm sorry. I just do. I think that you want this person that has walked away from you and they hurt you. I think that this situation was kind of... This would have happened later in life with you and them if you had made it past a certain stage. Like if this had happened, if you guys had stayed together, you would have been disappointed later in life. So this needed to happen at the forefront to get it out of the way, to stop poisoning the well. This person just needed to like get out of their own way. And I think that they're learning how to do that. And you didn't need to be a part of that process. And it's very unfortunate, but at the same time, it would have killed everything that you wanted from the situation. So it's it's evolving. It is definitely evolving. This person is coming around, and they will come around. I think that they're not a bad person. It's just they have dealt with a lot of bad things, the 5 of Cups in reverse, and they felt that you would reject them, or they were feeling rejected in some form or fashion. There's just something deeply, terminally miserable about this person at first, that life is providing them with a new perspective, and through you, I hope that I'm gonna draw one more. The 7 of Wands. Yeah, the more you can just provide a space for this person, maybe even if you can forget about this person. They need time. They're figuring it out. They're very defensive right now, so I would not approach them. If that's the advice as of right now, is do not approach this person. They will come around to you, but don't approach them. Not at all. Yeah. The Devil. Yeah, don't approach this person. It's a bad time. You will get conviction. I think that this person, I keep on... Okay, I'm done after this. After this point, you're gonna have some sort of platform to be able to speak your truth. I think that you will be able to speak in a way that profoundly helps others, and or you'll be put on the spot in some way, form, or fashion where you can speak the truth, and it will be obvious that you have overcome the situation. You will come out on top of this and look the best from it because you've done nothing wrong. You've only maneuvered it in ways that you could. So it's a matter of keeping your head up. This person will come around, and you do have the upper hand in this situation. It's just a matter of keeping it. Don't give your power to hate or other people by indulging in their bullshit, you know. Okay. I think we're done now. All right. With that, you gotta know I love you.